Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to do pretty much, I think it's a full face of first impressions today. It is absolutely boiling here, so I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to start off my primer. Water isn't new obviously, but get a bit of hydration going, though I think I've just eaten a mouthful of it. Oof, I'm looking like crap today because it is unfortunately that time of the month. So we've got some new things to try. It's going to be a long video, you know it is, so you might want to grab yourself a snack or a drink or what have you. I'm just giving myself just this wee fan. So Boris Johnson has resigned, or is resigning, eh? It's all over the news. I'm not into politics. So the first thing that we are going to try, I think I should start with my eyes actually, because I've never used the palette before, so we don't know if it's going to be. Do you like my bracelet? I got it from my friend Laura. Hey Laura, if you're watching, for my birthday there in December. So it's got a little J on it, and then it's got my birthstone, and then it's got a little bee because I love bees. I'm going to do my normal and use the balm. What you saying, ya balm? And I'm just going to pop some of this over at my eyelids, just as a wee base. Yeah, the weather's to get up to 24 here today, and like 25 into the week. Oh my god, I die when it's like flipping 11, never mind anything else. I'm not made for this hot weather at all. I'm so ready for it to be done. Where is my tiny wee sponge? I tried something last night. You know how I put my sponges in a sock? Well, what I did was I put some of my brushes inside a old pillowcase, or a pillowcase that we don't use, and like double knotted it and clean my brushes. I was like, yes, because I hate being there at the sink doing them. It is so tedious. I miss my Primark spray. It was just the best thing for getting the brushes done. I'm going to pluck my eyebrows, so please ignore them. And I'm covered in cuts. Like, I was hanging the washing up the other day and all this blood was running down my hand, so I must have cut myself on something. But so the palette that I have picked up recently is from Juvia's Place. It is absolutely stunning. Look at the packaging. This is the Taupes palette, and it's not going to look interesting to most people, and normally it wouldn't be something that I would gravitate to, but it's stunning. And I don't know why, I was just like, I really like that. So I picked this up from Beauty Box by Tammy, and it costs £13, and I was just like, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I have a couple of new brushes here that I got. Boots had a 25% off, and I never had any Morphe brushes, so I got two of these Morphe M139. They are called the Tapered Crease Blender brush, so I got two of those, so we will give them a try today as well. I've heard great things about Morphe brushes, but I have never owned any. And I also am just so excited. So I'm going to use my tape like I normally do. I just like to use the tape. Oh, the sun is going to be beaming in here today. Thankfully our sitting room is at the opposite side where you don't get beaming sun in, so you can get cooled down on the opposite side of the building, because it is not ideal. Okay, so they don't have names on them, but we're just going to crack on and do some sort of a look, and I am excited to try it out. First things first, I am going to take this little brush, I feel, and I'm going to go into the lightest shades that we have. A little bit of kickback, which is fine, we can deal with that. And we're going to pop it on our lids. I was drawn to this one and the Violets palette that they have, because apart from greens, I think I suit lilacs on my eyes as well. I will forever be a green lover, but sometimes you just want something just that bit different, don't you? So this is just a nice light brown shade. So we're just putting that all over the lid and then just blowing it out with the same brush, holding it down at the bottom just to give it a bit more wiggle room and let the brush do the work for you so that it's distributing it for you. Lovely. Okay, now I am going to go into the deeper of the brown on the same brush, but right at the very like tip of it. It's not really dark. As I say, this palette would be perfect, you know, if you're not majorly into colour and you just want something that's just got a little bit of that everyday vibe, but then you've got the oomph of the, you know, the shimmery shoots. So, as I say, it's going to be quite a natural look. I would say even, hold on one moment. So we used this one all over the lid, and then I've just used this one. Now, it's not a humongous difference. And this one down here, I would say it's matte. It has got bits of shimmer in it, but I think you won't see the shimmer when it comes to putting it on the eyes. Oh my God, is it warm? Right, hold on the now. Hold on the now. I am going to take this angled brush and I'm going to go in to that more sort of grey toned shadow, and we are just going to start adding this in. It's actually pretty sheer as well, this colour. And I'm just placing it on the outer edge and then just running it in that area there. I haven't even used these Morphe brushes yet, have I? Anyone else do that? They buy something and then they realise they haven't used it yet. This is a Beauty Bay brush and it's brilliant. Beauty Bay's own brushes as well are really, really good. Yeah, so this sort of greyish tone, as I said, even though there's wee bits of shimmer in it, the shadow in the pan, it's not shown up there. So, right, let's try one of these Morphe brushes and we'll take a little bit more of that sort of grey vibes. And we'll just work it. My best friend's in Johannesburg just now. Lucky girl. Though I don't think I could cope with the heat over there. Now I'm surprised she can, because she's a redhead as well. Like, I'm a natural redhead, you know, and we don't do well with the heat. But anyway, that is pretty nice. Now, to some people, they probably wouldn't like these tones because they'd probably think, well, that's quite muddy. I'm going to go back into the very first light brown shade that I used, and I'm just going to lightly sweep it over this top sort of edge here, just to blend in what we already did, and just bring a little bit of the brown back into the shadows. Okay, love that. Let me just pop that clean one into there. Stay. Okay, that is blended like a dream. Everything has blended so nicely. I know it's pretty natural, so you probably can't even see it. So let me just swatch the shimmers. So we've got this one here, which is very subtle. As you can see, it's definitely going to be a topper kind of shade. And then this one here, which again, they're all pretty subtle. This is the thing, it's a very subtle subtle palette. And then the last one down here is like more of your rose sort of goldy one, and this one has got that bit more pigment to it. That's that one there. It's got the more pigment. So I think we'll just try a bit of all of them to see. So I'm going to take this Spectrum brush and I'm going to just go into the top shadow first, and I'm going to take it. I'm just going to try them with the brush first and then see if it's any better if I use my finger, and I think it's telling me to use my finger. Yeah. So it's pretty natural. I actually think my friend Emily, who's in Johannesburg just now, would like this palette because she doesn't like a lot of shimmer, and you can really control the amount of shimmer you've got. And I have actually no fall down. I'm going to go into the next shade, which is the more sort of browny, or I don't know what kind of tone you would call this one. I'm just adding this into the middle of my eye. It does pick up some texture, I will say that. So if you've got textured eyelids, you know, it is going to pick up a bit of that. And then the last one, which is like the rosy gold one, which I would say is the softest one of the shadows. I'm just going to pop here on that outer edge. They are so affordable, Juvia's Place, they really are. And you can get them in Superdrug, which is grand. So as I said, it is super duper subtle. You know, you're just seeing it. I'm going to go back in with the Morphe one, and I'm just going to lightly blend those edges. It is very, very subtle. I'm just going to go back through them again and add a wee bit more over them. And I'm just using my finger. You could wet the brush. We'll try that. Sometimes it makes it more chunky though. I'll just wet this little brush. Okay, dab it off a wee bit. And we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to lie and say it's the best shimmers I've ever used, because it isn't. It does make it go on that bit more metallic, but certainly on my eyes, it is making them look textured. A little bit disappointed, because I wanted to like this so much more than I am liking it, but I'm not like hating it. But as I say, I have better shimmers, so. But I think the whole, oh my god, the heat in here is getting too much. Whew. I think the whole point of this palette is for it obviously to be subtle. So we'll leave it at that just now. I don't know if I want to do a liner because I'll probably mess it up. We're going to use this new primer. This is the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. So we're going to try this today. It's a dupe of the Milk one. Oh my goodness. And it is a bit of a nightmare to get out, to be honest. It's a lot more tackier than the milk one. Absolutely. A lot more tackier. For sure. Now, I'm actually going to remove these tapes as well. I was going to leave them for the minute, but we'll take them off. It's so weird seeing me with a bracelet on. I've been popping it on and off. Right. Okay. So, new to me is the Ciate. This is the Dewy Skin Glass Glow Skin Tint, and I've got it number 20. So I'm just going to use my hands for this, I think, since it's a skin tint. I'll pop it on. Look at the shine. Nothing, just absolutely gorgeous, eh? Now, obviously, because it's a skin tint, it's going to be really light coverage. So if you want something with a bit more to it, this ain't going to be for you. But I'm very much into that kind of vibe with my makeup. And I quite like, you know, being able to see my skin breathe. I didn't put any of the primer down my neck, so it's a little bit dry. I don't know why my lips look so... I swear to God, I am definitely not made for the heat. Yes, absolutely 100% between the Milk primer and this e.l.f. one, there is much more tackiness from the e.l.f. primer. I'll just have a look in the mirror till I see, oh my God, my skin looks amazing. That is really nice. I love it. It just gives, it actually looks like I have nothing on apart from a tiny bit of eye makeup. A bit of hand sanitizer. Told you this video would take forever. I'm not even halfway through. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to use this one that I got on eBay. It is Ailey Girl Pro Conceal, and I have it in the shade Porcelain. It just comes with a wee brush. So you squeeze someone up, and then we'll get it in there. Like, I've still got like redness there on my cheeks because I'm warm as well, which I suppose is just the way it's going to be with it being summer and all. It's almost like someone stole my me. Where's my sponge? Wee sponge. And we're just going to blend that in under the eyes. I know you can still see darkness in that there. I could have used a colour corrector, but oh my God, I'm not coping with this heat. Now, I don't have, well, it's new-ish, I suppose. Hold on one moment. But that's luminous. I'm just going to take my Charlotte Tilbury. It's not new, but it's a new one, because I want to use that to put a tiny bit underneath to set my eyes. I do have a new powder to use, but it's a luminous one, and I don't want to put a luminous one under my eyes. So we'll just use, oops, that. Okay, and she's back in the room. Now, I'm going to just quickly do eyebrows. So I've got this Sephora pencil that Laura sent me, and it's in the shade Midnight Brown. So I'll use the spoolie first. As I say, excuse them because I really need to take away these wee hairs here, but I haven't done it yet. I'm just going to take, I really like this pencil, Laura, so thank you very much. It's just perfect, and it's nice and small in that, and it does what I need it to do. The only thing is with liking it, then I can't get any more of it because it's Sephora. I was watching another YouTuber that I watch makeup with, Alex Katie, and she was saying the same thing when she went to America with her boyfriend, that she didn't really want to buy anything like Ulta or Sephora branded because she was like, if she likes it, then she'll never be able to get it again, you know. So that is them. Lovely. Now, I have a really exciting powder. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder Perfecting Translucent Powder Naturally Radiant Finish. And I have it in the shade 2N. And wait till I show you it because it's stunning. This is what it looks like. Smells divine. And it's like a weird moussey kind of texture. So I'm not going to use that quite yet, but I'm just showing you. And then we've got a highlight and all these different things. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to finish off my eyes. I'm going to take this ColourPop liner in Call Me, which is like a deepish brown. We're just going to run that. It's almost like a deepy brown with like a purpley hue under it. But it just goes really gorgeous. And if you wanted to liven up, you know, the naturalness of the eyes, you could add a pop of colour. But if the whole point is that you want it to be just the way it is, then I'm taking the Primark, this is the Wanderlash mascara, which is good. Can be slightly clumpy, which isn't something that I like in a mascara. I do not like clumpy mascaras. But it's the one we have open. See what I mean? It's so clumpy. I do this because I can't deal with having big clumps of mascara. Okay, so I'm going to let that settle, and I am going to use my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. So excited, finally managed to get one. This is the light medium. And I'm probably putting it in the wrong place because I'm just not with it today. I meant to put it there, but a little bit down the nose. I don't normally contour, so you'll just have to bear with me. Let's get some double chinage sorted out. And then I am going to take the end of this brush here, and we're just going to put that in to our cheeks. And then work it along the massive foreheads that we've got. I love it. Love, love, love it so much. If I could have afforded to, because it's always usually sold out, I would have got two. But I know the contour on my nose, you're all probably like, bloody hell, Julie, could you have done it any thicker? And the answer is probably yes. I probably could have done it even thicker. I think I need a weird brush to sort that. Look how great it is. It just melds in. Love it. And then I'm going to use this Shea Glam. It says it's a liquid contour, but this shade for me is more like a liquid bronzer. So this is what I'm going to use as my bronzer. Because I love it. I love it. Tiny bit on my nose. Wee bit there. Wee bit there. It smells like a chocolate mousse. It is divine. And I'm just going to go in with the same brush as well. And just work that in to my skin. And I like to take my bronzer like onto my nose and that's why I added some of it there. This is just all blended so gorgeously, and I feel like because my ring light's here, I've got to come out here to really see if I've blended it properly, because the other day when I came out of that light I was like, whoa. Because sometimes the light in here is just a bit much. But as I always say, if you feel like if you were to come out here and be like, bloody hell, just go back in with your foundation brushes. Okay, and then for blusher, which is new, this is a Healthy Peach by Glowish by Huda Beauty. Haven't used this yet, so I need a wee brushy for this. And we are going to apply this. I just got the, well, I actually think this is the size of them, is it? I know you can get minis of the, what's it called? You know, the bronzer and that, you can get the full size of the mini. This is beautiful. Do you know what? I'm really actually loving that eye look. It's almost like soft glam. If I think for my smile. This is where I do the blush and then I come out of that light and I'm like, whoa, Julie, you've gone to town, mate. That is gorgeous. You're not seeing it as well on there, of course, because the lighting's piss. And then for highlighter, I've got this one by Shea Glam. It's a metallic glow highlighter in the shade Solo. I think it might be a little tiny tad bit too shimmery for me, but we'll give it a go. Don't be shy, just give it a try. Oh my goodness. This makeup is so stunning. It looks so much nicer in person though. Okie dokie dokes. And then I'm going to try some of this powder. So you can use this powder on its own, you can use it to set and all these things, but I've been told by people that have it to use a dense brush. So I'm trying to think of which ones are dense that I've got the now that I haven't. Is that quite dense? Yeah, but yeah. I'll use this little dense brush and we'll get some of it on it. I don't want to ruin the lovely print of it. We'll get a good amount of it on. And then I'm just going to take it over my face, but I'm going to do this side first. Wow, look. That is gorgeous. I am going to be trying the powder like on its own and like over the skin, like I'm doing. Absolutely love it, love it, love it. And my skin feels amazing. I've finally come to the end, and I don't have a lip product to share with you really that's new, apart from like these little ones on here from Charlotte Tilbury. So I'll go into Penelope Pink and we'll just add a wee bit of that onto the lips. Oh, that is so nice. Glides on. Let me see. Gorgeous. So this is the finished look. What do you think? I think it looks great. Let me just turn the light down again so you're just seeing it. In fact, no, it's too dark. I was going to say natural lighting. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think. Is there any of these items you've tried or you've wanted to try? Is there any other items that you think I should try? Let me know. And yeah, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I'll see you next time. Bye.